Okay, so I did a bio. It was a little long, and I'm going to go ahead and redo it here. So I'm just going to tell a little bit about my background, give a little brief information as far as where I started from, what I'm about, where I came from, yeah, my roots. So I was born in Central California, in which I was raised with my six other siblings, and I lived with both my parents. I had a lot of friends in the neighborhood. We played Barbies. We just enjoyed life. We played outside a lot. We drank from the water fountain. You know, kids back in the day, that's how I lived. I was raised in the 80s, as a teenager in the 90s. And in my 2000s, I think for the early 2000s, I before I got out of high school when I was 17, I got pregnant by my high school sweetheart. And the highlight of that was she was actually a huge driving force. So I wanted to give her the world. I wanted to give her everything I hadn't got. So um, a lot of my drive, I think, comes from probably what was instilled in me, because I think without this, I wouldn't have um, uh, wanted, I guess, the quality of life that my dad showed a great example to be in the workmanship that he put out, and that his work ethic. He was a very hardworking man. We lived paycheck to paycheck, but we never lived on aid or anything like that. It was always through hard work, and it was quality. Everything that he put out, it was important that what he delivered, what somebody had paid for, what somebody gave him money for, their hard-earned money, whatever they were buying his service, he usually came and fixed things. He was a maintenance and repair, and then he did remodeling. So whatever he installed or whatever he fixed, it was going to be quality workmanship. That I think carries with me. He didn't want the customer to have to call back because it was broken, or have to call somebody else out, or just be happy with his work all around. Whatever he delivered, he was going to have a reputation that he provided quality work. And so um, at 17, when my daughter was born, she was my driving force to give a child what a better life than I had. And what I mean by that is, and I wanted to provide it. So her father and I, we had been raised different, brought up different, and so that had kind of separated us. Although we were off and on for some time. Besides that, I did go to work. After high school, I graduated right before she was born in January of 1998. She was born. And that's in fact when I finished my home studies, because I wanted to make sure as soon as she was born, I was going to be able to just dedicate the whole, my whole life to her. And so I just from that day on, she was just my joy and everything that I lived for. And so, and I think it was August or September, I had applied to the local college, and I got accepted. And through financial aid, I was able to jump right into um, my general education. And that was a very, very, very hard journey. Providing for a child, keeping a roof over your head, kind of a relationship that kind of struggled partially, no two, I don't blame it on either person. Um, I accept responsibility. I have always been very work focused, and for good reason. I had a child to take care of, so um, I wanted that house. I wanted the house with a pool. So, I wanted something that I could call my own, that nobody could take away from me. So, and I found that, or I thought I could find that through, sorry about that. I thought I could find that through my education. And so that's why I just kept pushing, because it was like, what can I do that will kind of like leap me forward? And if I had just gone, at my 10-hour job every day. It was like, how is the competition here? Okay, there's a lot of competition because I know at our call center there's like 600 people. So for one person to get, a supervisor position, I mean, it was kind of, the odds are pretty low that, you're going to move your way up in a rapid fashion. So the avenue that I chose to take was through college, just to educate me in a field that I could gain, a field that not everybody was doing. I knew it was going to be hard. I would have to choose something difficult. And I think I was up for that challenge. So I just pushed through. I failed a lot of classes. I had a dream that I was going to go to a 4-year college, the local university. One day it came true. Didn't ever think it was going to come true. Didn't think it was going to happen to me. I nothing special happened to me, but it did, and it did through hard work. It did through my perseverance, and it did because I was driven and I wanted it, and I wanted it for myself, and I wanted it for my children, and I wanted it for whatever family that would be around to enjoy that. So, I never actually got to that graduation point, although I came very, very close. Um, I'm one class shy from that. But as far as my introduction, that's kind of what led me to where I'm at today. Nothing was easy. I failed a lot of classes. I had to get up and keep trying. But with a lot, like I said, with a lot of perseverance, I didn't quit. And I won't quit. And quitting's not an option. So I'm just going to keep pushing. And I just wanted to put out an introduction video just to give you a little bit about myself, a little background, where I came from, that sort of thing. Okay, so thank you for watching.